I want to leave when I want to leave. That's the whole thing. Once I started getting older, I'm like, yo, I don't want to be on this shit. I done walked around this boat 6 times. I keep saying, yo, I want to leave, and you can't.
Anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
Yeah. You angelic all the time. And is there anything that you may...
What's up, Shiny Suit Man? How you doing, man? What's up? Good to see you, Diddy. Shiny Suit Man.
What happens when a music mogul who built an empire on fame, power, and luxury ends up at the center of one of the most explosive federal trials in entertainment history? This is the story of Sean Diddy Combs, a legend now facing sex trafficking, racketeering, jury tampering, and arson allegations. The courtroom is heated, the evidence is shocking, and the industry is holding its breath. Let's break it all down. No statute of limitations, New York's wild card. Most crimes have a time limit for prosecution, but in 13 U.S. states, including New York, there's no statute of limitations on certain sexual assault charges, just like murder. That means if a victim comes forward even decades later, prosecutors can still file charges. One question on everyone's mind: did any of the alleged abuse involving Cassie Ventura happen in New York? If it did, Diddy could be criminally charged, regardless of how long ago it happened. The past may not be as buried as Diddy hoped. Diddy's courtroom behavior backfires. Just when you think it couldn't get more chaotic, Diddy nearly got kicked out of his own trial. Why? The judge caught him trying to communicate with jurors. He was allegedly nodding during testimony, making eye contact, and reacting visibly, acts that could be seen as jury interference. Despite being warned multiple times, he kept doing it. Now the judge is considering removing him from the courtroom altogether, a rare and serious move that would strip him of his right to face his accusers. Diddy isn't just fighting the charges. He's fighting to stay in the room. The mystery of juror number 6. Meet juror number 6, the juror everyone's talking about. His story? It keeps changing. First, he lived in the Bronx with his fiancée and daughter. Then he lived in New Jersey with a girlfriend. Then his daughter lived with an aunt in the Bronx. These contradictions made the judge suspicious, suggesting he may have lied just to get on the jury. The judge wants him removed immediately, worried he might have an agenda. But Diddy's legal team objected, saying he's one of the few black men on the jury and his voice matters for diversity. They're even calling this push to remove him harassment. Is Juror 6 just confused or part of a bigger plan? Mistrial attempts and witness drama. Diddy's lawyers aren't just defending, they're playing offense. They've already requested 3 mistrials, and here's why. Mistrial number 1. They said a key witness, Cassie's friend, was unreliable and emotionally manipulative. Mistrial number 2. A woman claimed Diddy dangled her off a balcony in LA in 2016. But Diddy's team brought flight records that say he was in New York that day. They accused the woman of perjury. Mistrial number 3. A fingerprint was found at Kid Cudi's house during an arson investigation. But the fingerprint was mysteriously destroyed. Diddy's lawyers say this suggests the prosecution is planting ideas, creating a false narrative that Diddy has the power to erase evidence. So far, all mistrial motions have been denied. The judge says these are issues of credibility, and only the jury can decide that. The Kid Cudi connection, 3 minutes. Kid Cudi testified that after Diddy found out he was dating Cassie, his car exploded in his driveway. Not once, but twice, Cudi's home was attacked. An arson investigator confirmed. One fire was caused by a Molotov cocktail, and fingerprints were found at the scene, but were destroyed before they could be identified. Coincidence? Or cover-up? A black Escalade was seen leaving the scene. The license plate? Registered to Bad Boy Productions, Diddy's company. Cudi says he knows who did it. The court is starting to believe him. What they found in Diddy's house. When the feds raided Diddy's Miami mansion, they weren't ready for what they'd find. Guns, ammo, drugs, but also dozens of bottles of baby oil, ropes, restraints, platform heels, and handwritten notes with disturbing instructions. It wasn't just a raid, it looked like a scene from a horror movie. The government is painting a picture of Diddy as the mastermind of a sex trafficking ring. with disturbing rituals and dangerous power plays. And the physical evidence? It's now front and center in court. Strategy or sabotage? With everything falling apart, Diddy's team is doing two things at once: fighting the charges head-on and laying the groundwork for appeal in case they lose. By calling out every mistake, every inconsistency, they're preparing for a future appeal based on prosecutorial misconduct. Smart legal move? Or desperate attempt to distract from the truth? The bigger picture: this trial isn't just about one man. It's about an industry that protected him. For decades, whispers of abuse and manipulation followed Diddy, but no one could touch him until now. The courtroom has become a stage for a deeper reckoning about fame, power, and what it takes to bring down a giant. If Diddy walks free, it won't be because he's innocent. It'll be because he bought the system. But the truth is finally out. And now, the world is watching. What do you think? Is justice even possible when the system is for sale? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because this trial, it's not over yet, and neither is the truth.